Gary, you told the Weekly Standard you would support humanitarian war. I was wondering, is there an example of that in history?
Well, I've been debating about this. Do any of us want to stand by and watch a Holocaust occur? And that's the reason that I made the statement. No, none of us want to watch that. But what we end up doing is we end up with military interventions that have unintended consequences for everything. So in my lifetime, I don't know if there's a single military intervention that has resulted in intended consequence. It's always resulted in unintended consequence.
That's true. I don't know a point in time in history that has ever happened. Even World War II, when FDR knew about the concentration camps and publicly said he didn't want to look like he was supporting Jewish people, and that's why he didn't do anything about it or even publicly come out about it or even stop the Holocaust.
Well, and of course, World War II, Germany declared war against the United States. We were at war with Japan.
You say you want to audit the Fed or end the Fed. If auditing or ending the Fed would have a negative effect on the economy, would you have second thoughts?
Well, no. First of all, I fundamentally believe that transparency would not have a negative consequence. I really believe that auditing the turning lights on in the room with regard to the Federal Reserve and what the Federal Reserve does would be eye-opening to everybody, and everybody would see what an inside job this is.
What if it would immediately collapse the economy? I heard something to that effect once. That's why they keep it hidden, because
I don't buy into that at all.
You've done a lot of really amazing things with your life. I followed you since Freedom Watch. That's how I found out about you. So you've been Mount Everest, was it?
Yes.
I mean, you climbed mountains, you paraglided, and you now ran for office. Me, myself, I need to find out, I need to get passion, not just about politics, but about how do you get the drive to do all those awesome things? Where's that power come from for you?
Well, I really believe that life is a journey, that it's not a destination. If you make it a destination, you are going to be sorely disappointed. So I always speak to people, find out what your passions are and pursue your passions. And your passion can never be getting to the top of Mount Everest, because you might not get to the top of Mount Everest. But if it's to get there, if it's to be a part of an expedition, to have a chance at doing that's life. So running for President of the United States, the notion here is to win, but the notion here is to be engaged in a process that changes the world at a minimum, and that's the passion. The passion is to live life to its fullest every single day.
What do you think about all of Ron Paul's followers and just your father's movement catering to the establishment that's shut you guys out for so long? I'm not going to say the guy's name because I don't, it was Mike something, I forget his last name, but he oversees that entire committee, and so he was calling to threaten me on behalf of him coming directly from the senator.